This video will discuss creating discussion boards in Blackboard. When you're in your course shell, you can go directly to Course Tools to access the discussion board, which is underneath the control panel. Here's the control panel, Course Tools, and then just find Discussion Board. Click on that, and you'll see that the discussion board is empty. You'll click on this, we'll have your initials, and you'll see it takes you to Create Forum. We have no forums created yet. However, you may want a tool link to your discussion boards for your students over here. So let's do that now. Go to the plus sign in the top left-hand corner above the dashboard. With that plus sign, you're going to find the tool link. Click on that tool link. Do that one more time. That plus sign, find the tool link, and then just type in discussion board. Then you have to find the type of tool you want. And the tool you want, we're working with discussion boards. Make sure you click Available to Users. The users are your students. So the name, the type, Available to Users, and then Submit. And that's all there is to it. Find that plus tool link, create that, and now you have discussion board here. Like with anything else you create on this side, you can drag and drop or drag and pull, and we'll just pull that up to the very top for now. So that when you click on that, you see, brings you to the discussion board. So one more time, Control Panel, Course Tools, Discussion Board, or you can create the tool link for your students over here with discussion boards. And now we're ready to create our first forum. You'll see your blank area here and Create Forum. Click on Create Forum. You'll see Name, and we'll do an easy one first. And we'll create one that's not graded initially. You can put in whatever kind of description you like for introductions, and for a lot of these you don't want really complicated instructions that can clutter up the discussion board, but you can click on whatever description you like. You want to make that available, and then you can have a display after, display until, if you don't want that displayed initially. For introductions you probably want that set the first day of class though. Standard view is fine. If you don't have one that's graded, we'll do a graded one. The second one will be graded. So standard view is fine for introductions. I don't usually grade my introductory posts and introductory threads. We'll leave that no grading. Allowing members to describe is great again for the graded forums. I don't usually let them subscribe to the introductory ones because that gets pretty cluttered in their emails. And then everything else is default. We'll just submit. That one's taken care of, and it pops up on the discussion board. And you can see unread posts and total participants here as well. The second one that we'll do will be a graded discussion forum. So let's do another one, Create Forum. And this one we could do, I'm going to do a set of chapters on the 1950s and 1960s since I teach history. And my instructions on this one will be a little bit more detailed, but again, it's not going to be pages and pages of instructions, but it will give them some ideas of what I'm expecting. And let's go down here, yes, available. Again, you can restrict the enter dates and time restrictions. Now this, it's going to be graded, and this is a nice feature for the discussion forums. This makes sure that they cannot see anyone else's post until they have posted themselves. So they can't look at anybody else's work. They have to do their own original work. They have to come up with their own creative ideas before they post. So if I am doing anything that's graded in the discussion board, I always say participants have to create their own thread before they can view anybody else's. This one's going to be graded. I'm just going to put 10 points down. Whatever you want obviously is fine. This one needs grading status after every one post. Up here though, I've told them that they have to respond meaningfully to one of their classmates' posts. Since I want them to respond to one of their classmates, I'm going to say that I don't want this to show up in my needs grading status until they have posted their own and they have responded to someone else. That's when I'll see that it needs to be graded. And of course you can put a due date in, and you can add a rubric if you have a rubric. This one, I do allow the members to subscribe to the entire forum, so anytime anyone posts, they'll see that in their email. And again, all of this I leave as default. And submit. And now we have 2 discussion boards. This gives you an idea as well about what kind of instructions you might want to take a look at, how long and how short, as you think about your discussion board long before your course begins, and how cluttered you want that and how not cluttered you want that. Discussion boards are fantastic. They really create a sense of community. They can add to very, very meaningful discussion, particularly if you have students post before they can see anyone else's post, but you do not want to have page after page or huge paragraph after paragraph per post. Otherwise, students get very, very, very confused as they have to scroll down long pages on the discussion post. It can help if you have release times. I'll go back in one more time here to show you. It can help if you have release times and availability times here a bit, but again, you don't want to have instructions that are confusing here or go on too long. Things to think about as you create those ideas of discussion boards in your head long before your courses start. One last thing before I leave you, and that is on your easy, non-graded discussion forums, just like on the introductions. One other thing that you can do to make things easy for yourself, scroll down here. Here it says allow members to create new threads, which is the default, and that's fine. But if you aren't grading their posts, if you unselect that, then when you go in, if 10 students have posted, you can read them all at the same time. They come up all on the same page at the same time. And if you're not grading them, all you need to do is read them to get the information. That's a really nice, easy way. You don't have to click on every student post in order to read them. If that's clicked, then you do have to click on every student post in order to open it and read it. Just kind of a little extra trick in Blackboard. So that's it for creating discussion posts as far as the basics. And if you go back to your readings in the course that we have here, Blackboard has a lot of other extras for you in the module under readings that gives you a lot of extra things that you can take a look at on collaboration. So good luck with those, and thanks for taking a look.